Monster Hunter Wilds, Episode 1. First, I'll state my usual disclaimer, in case anybody clicked on this video by accident. These videos aren't uploaded for the sake of providing entertainment. I only record them to practice putting my thoughts into words, and making them public kind of forces me into the habit of trying to be a bit more coherent. On top of that, it puts me into the habit of playing games a bit more frequently than I would otherwise, by sticking to a schedule. The only person I expect to watch these videos is myself, at some theoretical point in the far future, when I'm feeling nostalgic or something. I don't plan to promote or grow this channel or respond to comments or anything like that. If you're seeking a more exciting, commentated playthrough, I'd advise finding another playlist. I'm sure there's plenty for this popular game. All the same, I don't think I actually have to worry about anybody watching these, so I'll go ahead and start. I tried to mess around with the options a little bit before recording. Actually, a lot of it before recording. It took a while to actually get everything right for the character creator. I don't know if any of my settings for the actual gameplay are right because I haven't actually played the game yet. I tried to set it to balance mode here on the PS5 non-pro. I may have to limit the frame rate to 40 FPS, or even change the entire setting to prioritize frame rate if I want it to be 60 FPS. Still don't know how it's going to look when I actually get into real gameplay. I did some tricks to create my character a little bit before actually starting here, so guess I'll just let this play out first.
It is!
What do we do?
This is awful! Where do we go now? The village. It's you! This way.
What are you doing?
Nata, you can escape through here.
Escape?
People out there will help you.
But what about you?
Go on.
Wait!
Go!
Don't leave me!
Be strong!
Begin observation log of the East-West buffer zone and the Eastlands beyond, commonly known as the Forbidden Lands.
Weather?
Fair.
Inclemencies?
None.
Visibility?
Dust haze present.
Large monsters?
Clear.
Small monsters?
Clear.
Endemic life?
A number of native birds.
All standard readings, sir.
Yes.
Other anomalies? Other anomalies?
Down there. Someone's in trouble. Set us down along the desert perimeter. It can't be a child. you alright? Can you hear me? He's still breathing.
Luarte. Luarte.
It's an ancient language.
Tend to him.
Right.
Yes, sir.
I don't see any serious injuries.
But he's dehydrated.
I thought the Forbidden Lands were uninhabited, sir.
It seems we must do a more thorough investigation.
And here we are with character creation. The tricks that I did to actually do this a little bit before recording required me to actually watch through that cutscene and actually go a little bit beyond this screen to get this save load feature working. For some reason it saved the design but not the name. I guess I can just re-enter it. When it comes to character creation, I don't really have any good idea of what I want to be before I actually get into the character creation screen. And looking at the options, a little backstory comes to mind for me. In this game's case, decided this character is going to be what I call the Little Lord. In Monster Hunter, as I've learned, the naming conventions for characters tends to be no actual names. It's all, well, just going based off Monster Hunter World, which is actually the only Monster Hunter game I've played. It's all just names like the Hunter or the Handler or the Admiral, titles and things like that. So keeping to that, I've decided to call this character the Little Lord, with the pretend backstory that they're some kind of rich kid that was sent away on some kind of hunting trip to toughen him up or something. I imagine the nickname Little Lord as something from his childhood, and even though he's not so little anymore, the nickname stuck. He has his tear mark because he's so sad that he has to kill all of these cute monsters. And the Palico. For some reason this one's saved. I guess I just did it differently. The Little Lord's precious pet. An exotic pet given to his father or something to curry favor. And his father didn't like it so much, so he just threw him in the direction of the Little Lord. That's all the backstory I have for these two. It's actually using the Tanuki design that's pretty popular online with, I guess, certain circles. Decided to just use that. Interesting thing about this character design, new for the game, or new for the series rather, you can actually combine different, or rather not just combine different pieces, you could always do that, but you can use the different sets that were usually gender locked back in previous games. Used to play a female character back in Monster Hunter World, but because you can play as either a male or female character and equip whatever armor you want, decided to see what it would look like to play as a male character using the traditionally female armor. Although I'd prefer to actually mix and match, so this doesn't seem to have been saved by the character preset. Yeah, there we go. That's the look of the Little Lord I remember. Close enough anyway. Let's see, was there anything else I wanted to change? I think everything else saved properly. Alright. To actually get this to save, you can't actually save this and then quit out to the main menu. You need your character data to save, and then you can only do that after the cutscene that comes right after this. So the trick I had to do was actually save my data here, go to the next cutscene. Oh, damn. Then quit out as soon as gameplay started. And once I got back out to the menu, I could then delete my character, but the save data for the appearance would remain. And for the precious pet, we'll just call it Precious for short. You like that, Precious? I think she does. We'll just leave the tutorials in. Only game I played was Monster Hunter World, so they probably changed a few things since then. And we'll let them play more than once since I tend to forget. Alright, think I got everything right this time? All this setup is kind of something hard to do for the first episode on any series. But I think I'm finally done. I'm excited to start. I don't know anything about this game other than the first few trailers that popped up. Haven't even played the beta. And I know the name Arkveld.
Yeah, okay?
Let's do this.
Nothing so far. Oh, hey there.
Hey!
The language yet?
Over here! Yeah? Hey, over here, Hunter!
Your reputation precedes you, Hunter. I trust you know what I've called you here to discuss.
Yes, sir. The Forbidden Lands?
Indeed. But more precisely about the boy we rescued in the vicinity. Entry to the region itself has been restricted for 1,000 years. We thought it completely uninhabited. Any remnants of its ancient civilization rest solely in historical record. Now imagine our surprise to have discovered this boy. He claimed to be part of a clan, the Keepers. He said they have a village in a land we thought uninhabited for ages. A few years have passed, but the Academy, of course, has remained skeptical.
This village. Is there evidence it exists?
Nothing absolute, but the mysterious composition of the boy's pendant suggests it might. And as for how we came to rescue the boy,
Sir?
it seems a certain monster had forced him to flee. It attacked his village, and he escaped alone. Unfortunately, the underground tunnel he used to make his escape collapsed. We found him, took him in, and here we are.
Do we know the status of the village?
Unknown.
And of the monster?
Unknown. However, the scholars hypothesize that it may be a monster, which we thought to have perished long ago.
An extinct species.
They're calling it the White Wraith. The Guild has authorized the rescue of the Keepers and an investigation into this monster. I've selected you as a lead hunter for this expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Finding the village won't be easy. You'll need the proper guide. Speaking of which, I have an extra assignment for you.
Hello, my name is Alma. Come on. It's okay. How are you? Great. As soon as we find a good spot, we can get things set up and ready to go. And then we can get started.
This is gonna be great!
You bet.
Yeah.
I hope we find them soon.
Look!
Time to part!
Aye!
There's so many.
They're exceptionally agitated. Could they be chasing something? It's a person! Bring us closer!
And crash right into them!
We're still too far away!
What do we do? Hold on. What's that?
That's alright.
Can you reach it?
I have to try.
I'm coming too!
And seamlessly, here we are in gameplay.
Here
This
we
is the furthest I've gotten, so it's all new from here on out.
Gotta save that girl!
We have the menu, which is how I quit out to do all that character saving stuff, but don't have any time to actually figure out how all of that works. Can't really pause with the menu.
I think we can make it through there. But we can go over!
Looks like it knows a way.
Kinda feels like we're on rails, but that sort of fits, doesn't it? The sacred knows the way. Sacred? Whatever. It'll teach me. Whatever this thing is called. She's dead.
She's in trouble!
I know what to do.
Alright, we got the screamers. I'll try to remember that.
Hang on!
Not too familiar with the series, but was the singer new to Monster Hunter World?
Get out of here.
I'll cover you!
Ah, well here we go. Did I hit? I'm not sure I did.
Right on target!
May have wasted that one. Oh, here they come. Only got one more. Maybe I should wait. Oh, give me some more.
On your flank!
That one was too close. Oh,
Look at all of them! On the rocks, too!
I thought we could bring those rocks.
I think we're all free!
Hey! This way!
Look, the others! We've got company!
Throw it now!
is that sword too big for you?
Here. You're okay now.
It's okay. You're safe now.
Yo. So much for this region being uninhabited.
It must be a type of flightless.
Isai. He's still in trouble. Isai? We were doing sacred practice. But then it came. And my brother, he...
What came? One of the things that was chasing you earlier? It's okay. And your brother, where is he?
He told me to run. And he stayed.
Sounds like trouble, yeah?
Can you tell us where he is?
The sacred. He knows Isai sent.
Let's find him.
I'm with you. Everyone else, focus on scouting for a campsite.
Understood. Just send a signal if you need backup.
We'll leave some supplies for you. I'll keep an eye on these two.
We're moving out.
Coming.
Please. Take these people to save Isai.
We're counting on you.
Come with me, okay? Don't worry. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Come on.
Be careful out there. We will. See you later.
We should prepare a bit, just in case.
Yeah.
So she's sort of like our handler, right? Now, I know she has a name. In fact, contrary to what I said before about characters being only named titles or something, we know she's Alma and the boy was Nada and probably a few other names that I already should have learned by now. I guess I could have given an actual name to the little lord. But I swear, in Monster Hunter World, nobody had an actual name, I'm pretty sure. How's the frame rate? Is this good? I don't know. Can I change in the middle? Probably not, right? Options. Where is... Yeah, can't change it in the middle. That makes sense. What if I cap it? Does that immediately look better? I don't know. Let's turn it off. No clue. Well, I'm sure I'll figure it out, or I won't. In any case, now that I have full control, little lord, from here on out, you and I are going to be partners. Hopefully, this is going to be a fruitful experience. Oh, I thought triangle would also put it away. How do I do that? Was that correct? It's not L1. Yeah, I know triangle is ready weapon. How do I put it away? Even though I played Monster Hunter World, it's been so long. All of this is so unfamiliar to me. Especially since the sword is something I'm not really familiar with. It's more like the gun lance that well, it's the only weapon that I used in Monster Hunter World. No, that's R2. Okay, that's guard. But which one is put it away? I guess it just puts it away automatically? That can't be it. In Monster Hunter World, it was so important to put things away. I don't remember how I did that in that game. For the sake of mobility and everything. Is it R1? It is. Strange that ready and put away is slightly different. When you don't have anything equipped, or rather, when you don't have the weapon out, R1 doesn't seem to do anything. So why can't R1 be both ready and, well, whatever. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, that's right. Have you decided on a weapon?
There we go. There are 14 different weapon types that a hunter can use on a hunt, each with its own unique attacks and handling. The great sword features slow, heavy movements, but each strike packs a punch. Try out different weapon types to find the perfect fit for your playstyle. Let's see what she recommends.
If you answer a few questions for me, I can get a better sense of your tastes and priorities, and think of the perfect weapon for you.
Interesting.
How would you describe your fighting style?
Kind of like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon personality quiz for your weapon or something. Feel the oomph from landing a powerful blow. Move quick and keep the enemy guessing. Best offense is a good defense. Prefer to take my aim at a target from a distance. I already had an idea of what I wanted, what weapon I wanted the little lord to use, but let's see if I can get it just by selecting these.
What kind of tactics do you prefer to use?
Switch between ammo with a variety of types and effects. Prefer to wait for an opening and then attack with all I've got. Prefer to weave around the enemy. Attacks while keeping the pressure on. Well, this is less of a personality quiz than I thought it would be. But between these three, I'm not actually sure which is the one that I was looking for. Let's see. Don't think it was this one. And again, I can just choose the weapon after this, but I want to see if I know exactly what I'm choosing here. Somewhere between these two. Let's just pick this one.
If you like to attack from a distance, this weapon could be a good match.
It's the bow. That was my plan from the start. Didn't try out the bow in Monster Hunter World, again, only the gun lance, but if I do actually pick a melee weapon, it'll probably be the lance, maybe also the gun lance. But I wanted to try out the bow after seeing some gameplay.
You can try out your weapon over here.
Thanks,
Like,
Precious.
for the weapon? Well, head out.
Ready the weapon.
Head back to camp if you need to change your weapon.
So do you just put away the weapon if I... You do. Not sure I like that. Is there an option to change that? Let's see. Controls. Auto sheath, here it is. I think I'll just manually sheath every time. And if that proves to be a pain, then I'll try to figure it out. But this way there won't be any confusion with, like, if I try to do an attack or something and right at the moment I decide to attack, Little Lord decides to auto sheath. And at least for the tutorial, I can just stand still and still see all of these buttons here for the combos. Cool. So just looking at the top right first. We've got the charge shot. And L2 aims. We've got the quick shot. Oh, sorry, Precious. You shouldn't stand right next to it. And we've got the Dragon Piercer. Which we've already done part of the combo, but... Now is that thing on a cooldown like the gun lance's big triangle circle attack? Don't remember. Don't see any meter for it. And just in general, ranged weapons have like ammo and meter and junk, right? I'm not sure how that all works and how it might have changed between World and this game, with Rise in between, which I unfortunately didn't get the chance to play. Charging sidestep. I see, so after charging sidestep, it becomes a power shot because you charged it. Seems like there are 3 levels of charge. This is 0. That's 1. And that's 2. Or 3 or whatever. And charging it 3 times fires 3 shots, it seems. Then we've got Focus Fire Hailstorm. Oh, that's a charge. I think that's the lock-on thing that I saw in some early promotional footage. Gonna have to figure that one out. And then while charging, you can do 1,000 dragons. Not sure if that changes based on your charge level. Like if I charge this up to 3... No, it just seems to be the same. Just to be sure. Yeah. And doing that up close and personal actually hits a lot more. It's like a shotgun blast. How fun. I see. There are different buttons that happen whether you're aiming or not. I've only been looking at the aiming ones. Although there is some overlap, it seems. And actually it's mostly the same. Or entirely the same? Yeah, for some reason just use remove coatings is lower on the tooltip in the top right. Alright, we applied power coating. What does that do for us? Is that more than normal? You have to learn all of these combos. So that was 9 and 12. Now it's 7 and 9. The power coating increases the power, obviously. Let's try the combos. We already tried this. Do I need to press circle? Wait, that is completely different. Arc shot. Oh, and that attaches stuff. How fun. Now what they wanted me to do was, what I already did, just hold R2 and then release. Then combo, then combo, then combo. Okay. Now the other combo. I see. If they wanted you to do things with R2, they'd put it in the same box. Like in the second 1,000 Dragons combo. Like that, then that, then that, then this. Was that right? I'm not sure it was. And can you actually charge that if I... No, you can't. So 1,000 Dragons with R2 and Dragon Piercer is without it. Okay, what's the difference? Just gotta internalize this. Dragon Piercer charges up pretty long and pierces through. But I think more damage is with 1,000 Dragons if you're up close. This is probably good for up close, and Dragon Piercer is good from afar. But for maximum damage, I guess you'd want to be close, it seems. And then we've got Tracer combo. Before we do that though, what was this other thing I did? You can hold down Charge Shot, and then I have an entirely new set of tooltips right here. We can do 1,000 Dragons. We can also do the Arc Shot, like I did. And we can charge while doing that, which just puts us out of the Arc Shot. And it retains our charge, interesting. Oh, but we are out of stamina now. When I run out of stamina, you let go, and it becomes a pretty pitiful shot. Okay, so, other than that, we've also got Tracer, which does what? What does this do again? Well, it traces, apparently. What was that other thing that I could do? Hailstorm? Yeah, that's the one. And then there was... How did I attach those three things again? Was it Thousand Dragons that did it? No. Was it part of the combo? Like as a bonus? No, that wasn't it. Ah, I missed. Gotta actually aim while doing that. That wasn't the thing. Had I attached those three tracers before? I don't remember. Was it the arc shot that did it? It was. Yeah, so if I do that, and then Hailstorm. Pretty cool. Don't know what the optimal DPS is. Alright. Now that I have the basics down, let's actually try that tracer combo, and then get into the actual game. Oh, that's not the combo. Oh no, that's saying you release R2 in the second box there. Can you just attach multiple tracers? Doesn't look like you can. Alright, let's try the actual combo then. That seems to have done more damage than the typical shot. This just explodes after a while, right? Yeah. So if I just do the normal Dragon Piercer combo... No, it still seems to hit a bit more than I thought it did. If I do the Tracer combo... Maybe it hits more? I'm not sure. And even though it doesn't tell me I can do this as part of the Tracer combo, I'm pretty sure we can end it with the Dragon Piercer. Oops, that's not the combo. Yeah. And we can't add on anything after that. That's just not comboed. So I think, out of what I've seen so far, what I want to do is do a fully charged Tracer and combo to that, and do the Thousand Dragons Ender. Maybe. No need to overcomplicate it though. Can I remember that if I actually get into the thick of it? We'll see. Try it one more time. Pretty simple, right? I'm going to forget it. But then we can also do things without aiming. Thanks, Precious. Let's just try that one time quickly. Oh. Why'd that happen? And Dragon Piercer. Don't exactly have to aim. And I have no idea how to use these coatings. But for the tutorial, I'm going to assume we don't have to. Oh, that was triangle. There we go. Just setting some PS5 Pro DualSense... No, not Pro. What's it called again, this controller? The DualSense Edge. Setting the triggers on the back paddles or whatever you call them, so that I have dodge on one of them, so I don't have to take my thumb off the right stick. That should be useful. Alright. Let's go into the hole.
Are you ready to go?
Sorry. We're not supposed to go into the hole. Okay. We'll go where we're actually supposed to go. Use D-pad to mount your sacred and move automatically toward your objective, just like World. And I guess Rise? Like the dog in Rise? I don't know. Use left stick to auto-move to steer your sacred manually, or during auto-move. You will return to auto-move after some time with no input, or you can reactivate it with up on the D-pad.
Alright, let's have the sacred follow the scent.
Can you change that?
Wow, these sacred are quite intelligent. Give them a scent.
I'll figure it out
on
later.
their own. They're fast, too.
Speed up. That's right. R1 was She's and it was also Run, wasn't it? In Monster Hunter World.
Did you hear that? It's coming from in there. Down there.
It's really licking him. Chata Cabra.
No! Stay away! Come on, bud. We have to run. Go! What? I can't just leave him.
I'll help. Hurry.
Alright. Do I remember how to play? After 5 seconds? I hope I do.
Your target is a Capcom, an amphibian. They failed to authorize you to immediately neutralize the threat.
Oop. Oh boy. We're getting mauled. I ran out of stamina and couldn't dodge, I think, or just pressed it wrong. That's likely too.
It's targeting you. Be careful.
Not getting a real sense for how the comboing flow of the bow. Do I need to reload for this thing? Seems like I can still combo even after I lose stamina. How do I pick this up? I don't know. Let's try this. And he moved.
Wound looks vulnerable.
Wound, you say? Repeatedly attack the same part of a monster to open a wound. Right. This will make a monster vulnerable, allowing you to inflict more damage. Use focus mode to target a wound easily. Which is what we're doing with the bow, but I guess you're not really supposed to be aiming all the time. Unless you're trying to actually attack a wound. Where's that wound?
It's going to attack.
Aim for the wound while I get its attention.
Is the wound where I marked it over there, or? Not sure where it is. Press R1 while holding L2 to perform a focus strike. If the attack hits a wound, it will destroy the wound, dealing a large amount of damage and stunning the enemy. I'm just going to assume the wound is where I put that thing. Thanks for distracting, Precious. Still getting the bearings. When the reticle turns orange while aiming, this is known as critical range. Ah, specifically for ranged weapons, okay. That the tutorial changes based on the weapon. Firing from this distance will inflict the most damage, so try to keep the reticle orange as you move and attack. Apply coating with triangle to add an effect to an arrow, then charge to activate the effect by consuming the trick arrow gauge. Is that what that gauge is? I was wondering how that was related to anything. Select coating with L1 plus triangle or X. Compatible coatings vary by weapon. I see, I couldn't pick these up before because I didn't have the weapon sheathed. So how do I... coating? No wait, it's triangle and X. Don't have poison, so just put on that.
Hey, monster! Over here! I'm the one you want!
Ah, gotta actually draw. Right, the tracer. Hold R2 and press square to shoot a tracer. The next arrow you shoot will track the tracer and hit it. You need the trick arrow gauge to load a tracer. I didn't notice that. Good to know. Seems like there are 3 different icons in the lower right for that gauge. There are a variety of other attacks specific to each weapon apart from the ones introduced. Right, that's the trick to this game. There's just so much depth to the weapons. Try out different moves, starting with the tutorial on the previous page. Okay, we'll do that later. Is this critical range? I'm not sure it is. We took damage, but so did he.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Let's try attacking without locking on. Just gotta keep him in front of us, I guess. Doesn't look like you can turn while firing if you don't lock on. After a quest begins, you can request help from other players by firing an SOS flare. Hunting parties consist of 4 members, so up to 3 other players may join. If a certain amount of time passes after an SOS flare was fired but no other players join, then support hunters will come to your aid. That's new. I don't think that was in World. Support hunters are hunters from other units of the expedition team. They'll help you on hunts until other players can fill out your party's ranks. SOS flares prioritize players. When the party is full, a player can switch places with a support hunter. Menu, and then flare with that by releasing R. But we're not going to do that. How do I actually cancel? Okay. And if I want to use this, I just release. There we go. Just testing out how that works in case I actually need to heal. We shouldn't be mining. Supply items. Wait, why'd that call that? Oh, because it's in the pouch. Okay. It's gonna take a while to actually get used to these controls again. Read up. And we can attack while on this, right? With the bow? Ah. Let's go in manual control and, I don't know, start attacking. So that's critical range, and we're out of it now. Got it. Couldn't do this in World. Actually can't do much while on the back, I don't think. Not really. How do I get off? Dismount. It's in the top right, always. Alright, let's give him some of this. I didn't hit. Kind of practice dummies, right? Probably best to just use the circle button. Okay.
I made eye contact with it.
It's circle button to interact in this game. Gotta keep that in mind, it's always changing for me with the different games I'm playing. This is Monster Hunter, isn't it? Ignoring the objective and just kind of doing some random shit around the big scary monster. Okay. Time to get back to it. Oh, I see. Those glowing things are the wounds, I just thought they were the things that I attached. And if I do this... Okay, interesting. And I can also do that with the things that I manually attach. Out of range. And we destroy the wounds. Right, we'll try it without aiming. I think we can attach this thing with square if we don't actually do aiming. And it's wounded. Let's try attaching a thing onto the wound. I guess I should be waiting for my stamina to come back. Coding? I see. Wait, the gauge, I forgot.
Almost there.
Knocked him out of the sky, huh? Limping home. Alright, mount up. And give chase. It's coming back to me. And we can still do this while we're chasing. Although it slows down the sacred, it seems. Yeah. Where are you going? Chase him. Oh, what an anticlimactic way to finish the first fight. How par for the course for me. Well, at least that's something new, right? Killing a monster while mounted? Could you have done that in any previous Monster Hunter game? I know you could dismount and do an attack before, but... So square is also cheese, but R1 also does it because you run with R1. But I guess square is the main way to cheese. And square doesn't seem to do anything while I'm out of combat. But R1 is for running. Still getting used to it. But it was fun trying out a new weapon for once. I'm so used to the defensive gameplay of the gun lance, which is still important for this game, in any weapon. I think the experience that I had on the Gunlass is going to come back eventually. And maybe it'll come in use for the bow. Congratulations, Precious. You're level 2. Not a very exciting final kill screenshot. Can't exactly use that for the thumbnail, can I? Would have been nice though. I'll figure something out.
We're over here.
Probably just gonna use the cutscene, but every subsequent episode that I have, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for thumbnails. Just gonna have to hope there's gonna be a lot of cutscenes. Which, by the way, I'm surprised there's actually like voice acting for the main character in this game. In Monster Hunter World, there wasn't really anything like that. I mean, there was like voices, like screaming or something. So that heals. They're just kind of all over the place, these things. But actually hearing the character talk makes me glad that I spent so much time picking out the right voice for the little lord. It feels like a good fit so far. Seems like they're paying more attention to the story.
Safe now.
Maybe.
There. Thank the winds.
Allow us to introduce ourselves.
Wait. Hold on. Did you really do that? There's no way you should have been able to. So, how?
We came because your sister said you were in trouble.
Nona! Where is she?
She's safe. Don't worry.
Yeah. We'll take you to her, all right?
Hey! You made it! What a fascinating creature.
Any trouble finding us?
None at all, thanks to your flair.
It's base camp. Is this going to be our hub for the entire game?
You must be Isai. Please, this way.
Okay.
Hey, Hunter. Back already? Good work.
Hey, your sister's just over there.
She's been worried, Sec. Hurry.
This is a pretty well-protected spot.
We could do a lot worse for an interim camp. This way.
Just a quick check. I'm telling you, we just need some space. She's fine.
What she needs after
Which we're perfectly capable of.
Nona!
Isai, you're okay!
The winds.
You see? She's fine. Now scram. Go. Back to your stations. Go fill us in later.
I didn't properly thank you before. Everything just happened so fast. I didn't know what to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you!
I'm Isai. My sister and I are from a nearby village.
My name is Nona. It's wonderful to meet you. I'm Alma. The others and I are here on a search. We're from a place far out west.
No, we actually get dialogue choices. Is that also new to the series? Again, probably not in Monster Hunter World, but might have been in Rise. Is yellow progress the plot, and then... Yeah, it seems like these gray ones are learn more. Tell me about the secrets, the most important thing.
Thanks for letting us borrow your sacred earlier. They were a tremendous help.
Did you train them in your village?
Yes. We raised them from eggs and trained them ourselves. They're invaluable to us as companions.
They're so intelligent. They really came through for us back there.
I know, right? They're great at sensing and avoiding trouble. And at remembering sense. But they're pretty tricky to handle. So not everyone's cut out for riding them. Take this guy, for example. He won't let just anyone ride him. He's almost too smart for his own good. So, when I saw him take to you so easily, I was really impressed. He must have a gift.
The little lord just has a thing for exotic pets or something, so I guess they take to him well. That's what I'm going to pretend. Where's your village?
Where's this village you say you're from?
It's just a short distance away by Sacred. Nona and I live there with our grandmother.
Would you happen to know of a tribe called the Keepers?
The Keepers? No, I don't. Sorry.
I see. Well, that's okay. We're actually helping our friend here find his home. His people. They're called the Keepers.
The Keepers, huh? Sorry. I don't remember ever hearing that name before.
Interesting.
But our elder... she might know something.
Even among the people that we don't know, or didn't know, already lived in the Forbidden Lands, the Seekers are like an extra special secret, even more secret group.
How'd you end up in that situation back there?
Oh, it was all my fault. I was careless. I was helping Nona with riding practice, and a giant toad snuck up on us. I told Nona to run for it while I got its attention, but when my Sacred and I tried to get away, he slipped, and we fell into that cave. And so, who exactly are the two of you?
Oh, right. We must have really surprised you earlier.
Forgive me for my lack of understanding, but you use those tools? I've never seen anything like that before.
Back where we're from, specialists use these tools to protect others from large creatures. With the understanding that they're never to be brandished at other people, of course.
Of course.
Only those with special permission are allowed to use them.
Tools? Specialists? Permission? It's all new to me. But I'm just glad you were there.
Interesting they use the word tools instead of weapons.
That won't do to keep you talking. Let's take a look at those wounds.
Why don't we have a look around base camp?
And here we are. Base camp. Which means this would be a good time and place to end the first episode, I guess. How am I gonna do this for this series? We should find a bench or something, right? I don't know where that is. I'm sure I'll find a better way to end the episodes in future episodes, but for now we're just going to do it by staring at this dusty camp. With the promise of adventure looming on the horizon, now would be a good time to take a break.